introduction for the people at Wheatley Park School on the wheatleypark.org domain on how to use your Chromebooks. This is for staff and for students. So if you're watching this live, you can ignore that first little bit because I was just setting up screen sharing so you can see what's on my desktop. So you log into one of our school's managed Chromebooks with your Google Apps account. So that's your username at wheatleypark.org and whatever your password is. And then you'll go on to the Chrome desktop. You won't have the desktop that I've got here. You'll have the default one, and from Chrome version 28 your desktop, the wherever you choose, will browse from device to device. So a couple of things now that you're in Chrome to explain. The touchpad, first of all, on the Chromebook is multi-touch. So you can move your cursor around, but you can also double tap with two fingers. So if you tap, you'll get to right click, and for example I can set the wallpaper now to be whatever I fancy, and you can do that. Along the bottom here you'll find applications. Now if you've not logged into a Chromebook before at school and you log in for the first time, you won't see this menu. You'll see Mail, Google Drive, Google Search, I think, and perhaps a couple of others, but you won't see all the ones that I've got here. What you can do is pin the applications that you use most frequently to the taskbar. To do that, you go to the application browser, which is this sort of thing with 9 little squares, and you mouse over it and you go to Apps, click on that, and you'll see that you've got lots of applications. Now I've got many more than you will have unless you've added more than our standard ones. There are apps that I have deployed to all the Chromebooks that you'll have every time you log on, and they won't disappear. They'll just come back if you try and delete them. These, if you want to pin them to your taskbar, any particular one. So for example, if I pick Pixel Art Editor, which is an excellent photo editing app, if I right click on that by double tapping, you can pin it to your launcher. You can see that I've already got it pinned, so it says unpin from launcher there, and then there's some other ways you can make this open. So you can add additional applications as you so choose. These get added to your account, not to the device itself, so you can add whatever you want by clicking on the store icon there, and you'll see that the Chrome store fires up. For wheatleypark.org has recommended apps, but the Chromebooks have pretty much all of those recommended apps except for that one deployed to them already, so you won't see much there unless you're on a PC. So you can go to Home and you can add applications as you so choose, but remember that things like games typically won't work in school. So that's apps. When you want to launch an application, there's a couple of ways you can make it happen. You can, just like Chrome there, you can just make it open in a browser window, or I've got a couple that open slightly differently. So if I mouse over an application, right click by double tapping, you can make it open as a standard tab, so that's just like it appears in Google Chrome on a computer. What I quite like is open as a window, so that opens it as its own little application, or you can open it maximized. That basically means it opens full screen. So this is Google Documents. So if I click on that, I'll get a full screen word processor with nothing else there to sort of confuse me, if you like. Others, for example, Google Maps, I've got set to go full screen, and Google Maps will load in a second, and the new version of Google Maps is coming, and you can get an invite to it if you want, and you get the full Google Earth experience, as you can see there, and you can rotate it. I have the advantage of working on a touchscreen Chromebook, so I can just rotate it with my fingers. And for example, I've got Chrome RDP, which is one of the standard apps which allows you to remote onto a PC in school. So you fire that app up, and within school, this won't work at home. If you type RDP, and connect, you'll get to a Windows login screen, and you can get to your Windows desktop if you need to. So that's applications and adding new applications and pinning applications. If you go to Google search on a Chromebook, you'll find that you've got a speaker of a microphone application here. So if you click on that, you can do voice app. As you can see, it was listening to what I was saying. Another example, aardvark.
According to Wikipedia, the aardvark is a medium-sized, burrowing, nocturnal mammal native to Africa.
That will work on any Chromebook. They've got built-in microphones, so you can just do a voice search. You can also do spellings, and you can do maths that way if you want to as well. For example, 1 add 1.
The answer is 2.
You also get the Chrome calculator turning up if you don't do it already. Is bookmarks. When you log on to a Chromebook, it will synchronize with your Google Apps account. So any bookmarks that you've got and created will appear. So you can see that I've got lots of bookmarks and folders with bookmarks within them. So if you haven't created bookmarks within Chrome, it's a good idea. I've set it so the bookmark bar automatically appears. So if you want to bookmark a site, all you need to do, for example, that one, which is the Staff IT User Guide, you just click on there and drag it onto the bar, and it will be bookmarked. And they will browse around any device that you log on to. And if you're on a PC and you sign into Chrome, the same bookmarks will appear. So there's lots more things coming with future releases. 2 gestures that I'll just show you quickly. If I pick a site that's got a fair amount of content and I want to scroll through it, so I'm going to take Google Apps Guides there. This is one of my own sites, and you'll see there's lots of videos on here. If you want to scroll on a Chromebook, you use 2 fingers on the touchpad, and you can scroll up and down with 2 fingers. If you've got 2 or more tabs open, you can use 3 fingers left and right to switch tabs like that. So I'm just moving 3 fingers left and right to switch between those 2 tabs. Anyways, that hopefully will get you started on using your Chromebook.